Only the highest forms of life in an ecosystem ponder the concept of fate. For tens of thousands of years, humanity has occupied this pinnacle, contemplating destiny for millennia. But can we imagine a world where humans never ascended to dominate Earth? Would we accept defeat? What fate would await us? Today's story comes from Liu Cixin's short novel Fate. In the depths of space, 1.8 million kilometers from Earth, we encountered an asteroid. It was supposed to be a simple honeymoon trip. We rented an old, small spacecraft to leisurely explore the cosmos. The antiquated vessel offered a nostalgic, romantic journey. But on our return, this asteroid cast an eerie shadow over our voyage. Roughly 10 kilometers in diameter and irregularly oval, it rotated slowly in the void. Calculations showed it would collide with Earth in 18 days. The space station's monitoring system should have alerted us and intervened, yet we received no warnings. Alone in the dark expanse, we watched it hurtle toward our home.
No response. We just spoke to the station 10 minutes ago.
Emma, now as panicked and bewildered as I was, kept hailing the station. But the crew seemed to have vanished. Only static crackled through the communicator, more unnerving than the asteroid itself. The massive rock loomed 50 kilometers ahead, undeniable, like an exhibit under a spotlight. I confirmed it wasn't a hallucination. We had to act. Emma quickly caught on.
We could detach one of the ship's engines and fire it to alter the asteroid's trajectory.
The computer handled the specifics. The ship retreated to a safe distance. With a command, an engine detached, its dark exhaust streaking past the observation window as it accelerated toward the asteroid. Seconds later, sparks erupted on the asteroid's pockmarked surface, swelling into a miniature sun. Blinding light flooded our cabin, but then it collapsed, leaving only a scar of dust and rubble. The computer confirmed the asteroid's new path. Earth's gravity would capture it, turning it into a tiny moon. My lover and I embraced in the cockpit, trembling.
Will they charge us for the engine?
Who dares? We saved Earth. Now we own this asteroid. Its minerals will make us rich. Using our remaining engine, we limped back toward Earth, but the station remained silent. My anxiety surged until Emma screamed, pointing at the monitor.
Look at Earth.
The image stunned me. It was unmistakably Earth, the orbit, the satellites, the colors, but not the Earth we knew. The continents had unfamiliar shapes. The computer revealed the truth. This was Earth during the late Cretaceous. The largest landmass, Gondwana, dominated the planet. We were now 65 million years before our wedding. This explained the silence. Humans didn't exist yet. In our era, humanity uses space-time contracted travel for interstellar voyages. Each launch of a starship leaves behind space-time vortices near Earth. If a planetary ship accidentally enters one, it's flung thousands of light years away, leaping forward or backward in time. Later models eliminated spatial displacement, leaving only temporal jumps. Returning along the original path reverses the leap. Our ship had unknowingly passed through a vortex. Time travel accidents happen. Ships that jump to the past return, like a mining vessel that once arrived in the Cambrian. Earth, then a dark red orb, oceans unborn, lava rivers flowing. Ships leaping to the future never return, fueling optimism for a utopian tomorrow. But Earth's government prioritizes preventing past interference. By law, ships trapped in the past must self-destruct in deep space to avoid altering history. God, what have I done? My excitement evaporated. Slumping into the seat, I realized our mistake. Emma wept. We diverted the asteroid meant for the dinosaurs. Her sobs echoed through the ship. We decided to return, retracing our path. Not every small change triggers a butterfly effect, I reassured her. Evolution offers equal chances. Humanity reached the top because the universe chose us. We're the pinnacle of life. Our civilization won't crumble from this. When we return, things might differ, but humanity will endure. The journey back was smooth. Crossing the vortex felt like the universe blinking, gone and back in an instant. After the second crossing, the communicator buzzed with radio signals. Low, guttural growls untranslatable by the computer. Earth's continents had reverted, But something felt off. No ships orbited the planet. We landed in the Pacific near Australia. The vessel sank swiftly, leaving us adrift in a lifeboat. The sky and sea mirrored our era unchanged. A ship appeared on the horizon. Signaling with flares, it turned toward us. Emma cried in my arms as relief washed over me. The ship was archaic, its propulsion unclear. Crew members, weathered and clad in rags, lowered a rope ladder. Our microcomputer identified their language as a variant of ancient Latin.
How dare you drift here? Aren't you afraid of being eaten?
Eaten? By what? The computer translated my question. The captain pointed seaward. Sunlight glittered on waves until a swell rose. A massive reptilian head breached the surface, then another and another. Emma and I understood. Dinosaurs hadn't gone extinct. They'd thrived for 65 million years. A leviathan glided beside the ship, casting us into shadow. Water cascaded down its patterned hide as we trembled.
Fear not. They're harmless. This is a zoo.
Indeed, the dinosaur merely observed before swimming away. Other ships dotted the horizon, each approached by dinosaurs. I'd assumed dinosaurs would hinder human evolution. Instead, they'd spurred humanity to greater heights. The captain stared blankly as our words were translated. They won't harm you. This is a zoo. Ashore, towering white spires pierced the clouds, dwarfing us like ants in a forest.
How tall are they?
About 10,000 times your height.
Not even 10,000, maybe a few thousand floors.
Around 100 floors.
Each hundreds of meters high. Such grandeur.
Emma marveled, and I echoed her. A great civilization. A great human civilization.
Those towers were built by the visitors.
Visitors? If this is a zoo, where are they? Following the captain's gaze, we turned to the dinosaurs. Their calls now resembled the radio static. The truth dawned. The universe hadn't chosen humanity. Our civilization was a fluke, a chain of coincidences we'd arrogantly deemed inevitable. Now the coin had flipped. We stood in a dinosaur zoo. The computer translated the captain's final words. You're delicate. They might let you become exhibit humans.
Exhibit humans, not food humans.
Food humans. Those consumed daily by the towers. Only exhibit humans escape being eaten. Everyone strives to become one. Our world had become a grim cellar. The only question left was how to end our lives. Above us, the asteroid orbited Earth as it had for 65 million years. The visitors called it Model. Their scientists explained that Model was once on a collision course with Earth, but saviors diverted it with an explosion, sparing life from extinction. The crater on Model's surface marked their salvation. Now, the visitors built cathedrals to worship these saviors. Do you know where we're from? The captain shook his head, indifferent, uncurious. Captive beings lack such luxuries. I turned to Emma. Compared to them, we still have a chance. Humans aren't livestock. We must act. The ship's logs held proof. The engine, the asteroid, Cretaceous Earth. I urged the captain. Tell them we're the saviors who pushed Model away. Let us show evidence. The crew froze. Impatient, I pressed. I'll share another human story later. Translate now. As the captain began murmuring, dinosaurs clustered around the ship. Clutching Emma, I wondered, would humanity's intellect be revered, forging harmony with dinosaurs? Or